Well, hello everybody watching from home. I'm in a rather dark, dingy studio at the Marion Cultural Center, and it's beautiful here. We've got smoke machines, and we're creating a beautiful atmosphere. So I wish you were here, but we obviously know the world is going through a crazy time. In any case, as a result of that, I would like to sing a song that's very topical. But before I do that, may I just extend my gratitude to the City of Marion for having me back. I say having me back because, of course, in November, I had a gig with the Adelaide Symphony Orchestra at the Wetlands, and what a hoot that was. So thanks to, obviously, the mayor, Chris Hanna, and also to Richard, who made the invitation for me to come back. So I love the City of Marion, and thank you for having me back. In any case, I'll crack on with the show. The first song I'm doing is a song that I heard many years ago. It's not the kind of genre that I normally flirt in, but it's laden and dripping with political intrigue. The singer is a man called Bob Dylan, and the song is Blowing in the Wind. And I don't know, I think with the craziness that's happened with, first of all, COVID-19, and then, of course, what's going on in America, I thought this might be a song that just captures the emotion. So, Blowing in the Wind. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? How many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many times can a man look up before he sees the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Oh, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Well, a quick shout out to my man Anton French, who's in the UK. He played guitar on that many years ago, and another friend of mine called Scott Charlton, who did the mouth organ. Hello to Wendy, I hope I'm saying this right, Joe Lore, and Pauline. I guess you're logged on and you're saying hello, so hello to you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. So I've got a nice sort of eclectic selection of songs. I mean, a lot of people think I'm an opera singer. I was on The Voice last year, of course, and did okay until I got out-rapped. But a lot of people think I'm just an opera singer, but I sing many genres, and I like to flirt with songs that are kind of gentle and also songs that are modern. So this song has special meaning to me because many, many years ago, and by the way, this is a new song for me. I've heard it before, of course, and I'll explain this, but it's new for me to sing. So I really have to concentrate and focus. But last year on The Voice, I had my preferable choice or preferred choice of coach that I would have gone with. And the one guy I would have gone with didn't turn his chair. And I humorously mentioned on the show that I would have gone with him if he'd turned his chair. He was my first choice. And of course, that man is Guy Sebastian. Now, I have a special affinity for Guy. I think he's a phenomenal musician, all round. I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but he plays the guitar, he plays the piano, he plays the drums. He's obviously a producer, he's a lyricist, he's incredible. But what a lot of people wouldn't know is that Guy, well, his song anyway, was what my wife walked down the aisle to. So there's a special significance, an attachment to both of us with regards to this song. So I thought it's time I released my really shoddy version of this, seeing as I love the guy, I love his song, and it's one of those ways of rubbing salt into the wound that he didn't pick me last year. In any case, this is for you guys, Sebastian. Eat your heart out. I'll never be as good as you, but hey, I hope you enjoy it. It's been a long and winding journey, but I'm finally here tonight. I'm picking up the pieces and walking back into the light, into the sunset of your glory, where my heart and future lies. There's nothing like that feeling when I look into your eyes. My dreams came true when I found you. I found you, my miracle. If you could see what I see, that you're the answer to my prayer. And if you could feel the tenderness I feel, you would know it would be clear that angels brought me here. Standing here before you feels like I've been born again. Every breath is your love. Every heartbeat speaks your name. My dreams came true right here in front of you, my miracle. If you could see what I see, that you're the answer to my prayers. And if you could feel the tenderness I feel, you would know it would be clear that angels brought me here. They brought me here, oh, here to be with you. I'll be forever grateful, oh, forever thankful. My dreams came true when I found you, my miracle. If you could see what I see, you're the answer to my prayers. Oh, if you could feel the tenderness I feel, you would know it be clear that angels brought me here. Angels brought me here. Well, there you go. Not the kind of song I normally sing. Hello, Kathy, Trina. I think I know Trina. I don't know about David, Denise, Tara. Tara said thank you. Tara's my wife. I reckon that's my Tara. Well, back at you, babe. Thank you for marrying me. Anyway, Guy Sebastian, beautiful, beautiful soul. Anyway, now back to the kind of music that I normally do. I love to sing classical music. I love to sing crossover music. I'm just going to have a drink of water. So this is a song I heard a few years ago. It was actually a song that Chris Martin had a hand in. Chris Martin of Coldplay. He wrote, I think he composed the melody. I'm not sure. But in any case, it's taken from a poem by a man called William Henley. I'll tell you a quick story. William Henley was a man who I would say decades ago, I want to say centuries, but I'm not sure. But he had an infection of his legs, and I think it was something like tuberculosis, and it got into the bone, and obviously the surgeon said that the only way of saving his life was to amputate his leg, and I don't know which one they amputated first, but they then went on to say that if they didn't amputate the second leg, he would die. So he got a second opinion, I understand. It's always a good thing to get a second opinion. And after the second opinion, apparently the man or woman he saw saved his leg by not having to amputate it. So he was very happy about that. And I believe, if I got the story right, he wrote this poem. He was a bit of a poet, William Henley, and it was titled Invictus, or I'm pretty sure it's called Invictus. But many people would remember the story of Mandela and the film that was made about his life, and I think Matt Damon and some other big Hollywood actors were in it, and Morgan Freeman, I believe, was Mandela, and the words, I think, were recited at the beginning of the film. And so Chris Martin and his composer friend put these beautiful words to music that is really rousing, and Prince Harry, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. He's not a prince anymore, is he? I don't know, but anyway, Prince Harry, who was running the Invictus Games at the time, adopted it as the anthem for 2014, I believe it was, for those games. And so when I heard this, the BBC Symphony Orchestra, I believe it was, or at least one of the military bands played this, and they accompanied three singers from New Zealand called Soul 3 Mio. I hope I've got that right. And when I heard it, I was just blown away by their rendition. And I've sung that song for a number of performances now. I think I did this one at the Sunset Symphony. But anyway, coming to you again from the heart of Marion, right at the Cultural Centre, by the way, next to Westfield, is I Am. While I'm just sorting myself out here, I want to say hello to Dolores, Helen, I think that's Helen Glanville, my good friend, I'm not sure. Anne, I'm not sure who Sam is, who Anne is rather. But Samantha, I'm getting myself confused. Samantha and Sebastian, who's 7 years old. I remember them. I came and sung at Sebastian's birthday, if I'm not mistaken. Tice, Cassandra, Kathy, Amanda, good to have you all. Thank you for joining. And I hope you're enjoying it. Now, no more talking. I'm going to get to my next song. I've given it a good intro. I've given my voice a rest. This needs a big voice. But anyway, here we go. Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. I am the captain of my soul. That song has special meaning to me because of the ups and downs I've had in my life. If you get to know my story, you'll know that I've had lots of ups and downs. Now, speaking of which, you can get to know my story soon, hopefully, because I've been working feverishly to produce my audiobook. I wrote a book called Blood, Sweat and Treason, My Story, Henry Olonga, in 2010. It was released in the UK as a hardback and a paperback. We're out of print, so I'm now living in Australia, in Adelaide, and getting books shipped from the UK to here is expensive, and getting them made here is complicated. So, long story short, I decided to do an audiobook, and that's me basically sitting down for something like 40 to 50 hours and narrating the story, reading it, and then having to edit it. So I'm in the throes of editing it at the moment. But my story has got lots of peaks and troughs. So that song has special meaning to me. And that goes for anyone who's facing any kind of challenge in life. The peaks and troughs will come. And I once heard a message that it's the valleys in which we grow the most. It's in the valleys, because in the valleys where the river is, that's where the fertility is. And so tough times, as they say, don't last. Tough people do. So, Chrissy, I'm not sure if that's a Chrissy I know. Hello, Chrissy. Loudy? Guys in the studio, help me out. Is that a Lordy? Lordy. Or is it a Loudy? I'm not sure. Hello to you, Ashley and Heather. So there's some names I know, but obviously there are no surnames. So I have no idea if I'm thinking of the right people. But hello to you all. Thank you for tuning in. This is a weird way of doing a concert. I've never done this before, but I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Right, my next song. My wife tells me I talk too much. She's probably right. Shut up and sing, Henry, they say, right? Okay, my next song is, it's a very special song to me because I'm quite pious, if you get my drift. So I have a little faith lurking in the background, and this song isn't really that kind of song, but it's a spiritual song, I believe written by a slave longing for their home. And it's also sung by the English when they play rugby, or at least the fans do, and many of you will recognize it. Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming forth to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. If you get there before I do, coming forth to carry me home, just tell my friends that I'll be coming too, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Oh, coming forth to carry me home. I hear your virtual applause, I think. Unless you're throwing tomatoes at me. Yes. So singing, how did I get into singing? Hello, Jenny. I don't know if that's Jenny, my friend. If it's the Jenny that I'm thinking of, she came to my wedding. In fact, came on our second wedding. We had two weddings. We had one in Kenya. But hello, Jenny, if that's you. Nick, might be Nick from around the block, but if it's not, no worries. Nice to see you, Nick. Sue, Micheline, my sister-in-law, I presume. I don't know how many Michelines there are in Adelaide. But there you go. Good to see you too. Eileen. Oh, there's a bit of a joke about leaning and Eileen's, isn't there? Well, what's it called? I've got a few guys in the studio here, Trent, Sean, and Kathy. I'm a bit of a dad joker. What do you call a deer with one leg? Eileen. What do you call a deer with no legs? No lean. I got them sort of laughing at the ridiculousness of my dad jokes. Here's another one for you. I met the guy who invented windowsills the other day. What a ledge. That's a Tim Vine joke. It's not really mine. Anyway, love dad jokes. I've got two beautiful girls, and yeah, it's great being a dad. So this song means a lot. Again, you'll probably figure out with the song choices I make in my life that I try to inspire people or lift their spirits or do something that makes them feel something. That's the kind of singer I am. I don't always do it, but that's kind of where I lurk. I love songs that make people feel emotional, maybe mad, maybe angry, maybe you want to throw something at me. I don't know, but I'd rather you felt something than be kind of neutral and apathetic. So this song, hopefully, is one of those songs that makes you feel something. It's called "You Raise Me Up." I don't think I need to say anything more. Lots of people have covered it. My favorite artist to have covered it is a guy called Ronan Tynan. Big tenor from Ireland, I believe. But the version I'm doing is another singer I admire, a guy called Josh Groban, and he did a tremendous version almost 20 years ago. I think this was the early 2000s when he released it, and he's had a phenomenal career. In any case, I've kind of shortened and truncated the end, so that's kind of to save my voice. But anyway, You Raise Me Up. Hello, just testing. My box of tricks did something weird there. I held the button too long and it was asking me to sing loud or something. Don't worry. Here we go. When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be. When I am on your shoulders, you raise me up to more than I can be. Now, a little factoid about that song. There's a fella called Ryan Correa. Tara, if you're watching this, tag Ryan in, because I'm mentioning him today. Ryan Correa played the intro violin and also in the bridge. Now, Ryan, just a couple of years ago, scored the music to a Zimbabwean film, which we just watched on Netflix the other day. I think it was called Cook Off or something like that. But shout out to Ryan. Thanks for playing on that. It's finally out, because I'm notorious for not releasing music. Hello again. I've got a board there. That's why I keep looking there. Hello again to Patria, Melody, Tracy, Jackie, Fiona, Allison, maybe Allison from school, I think. Tony, maybe Tony from school as well. Gwen, Valerie, and Susan. Hello, welcome. I hope you're enjoying it. We're about halfway through, folks. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 songs left. 4 songs left. They gave me 45 minutes, but I'm pretty sure I won't stick to it. I've got that African gene. The African gene is strong in me, so I'm sure we'll be late somehow. Don't diss me for that comment, by the way. It's a joke. You know, people, guys in the studio. Trent, am I right that people are so sensitive nowadays? Like, you know, like someone would take that comment and take it out of context and drag me over the coals about it. And like Twitter, I'll be crucified on Twitter. Anyway, it was a joke. So, a few years ago, I ended up watching Les Mis. Les Miserables. And I'm always on the lookout for great repertoire, for great songs. And the song Empty Chairs and Empty Places really spoke to me. Again, it's one of those songs that kind of hits you here in the lyric, the way it's put together, and of course, the political intrigue behind it. There's a school that did the arrangement for me. I wish I could remember them now. I'll do it in the comments later, maybe. But thank them for. I'll thank them for letting me use it as a backtrack. Hello to Jade, Ella, Adrienne. Adrienne? Did I say that right? Adrienne. Hello. Bob, probably Bob, my friend, and Melissa. Welcome all. If you like Les Mis, here's Empty Chairs and Empty Places. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Empty chairs at empty tables. Now my friends are dead and gone. Here they talked of revolution. Here it was they lit the flame. Here they sang about tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. From the table in the corner, they could see a world reborn, and they rose with voices ringing, and I can hear them now, the very words that they had sung became their last communion on this lonely barricade at dawn. Oh, my friends, forgive me that I live and you are gone. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Phantom faces at the windows, phantom shadows on the floor, empty chairs at empty tables, where my friends will meet no more. Oh, my friends, forgive me that I live and you are gone. There's a pain that can't be spoken, where my friends will sing no more. Something like that. Right, so that's a song I'm adding to my repertoire, and it would help if I learned the words. But anyways, it's a beautiful song. Talks of revolution. Some of you may know my life story. I don't know if you don't. I used to play cricket. I used to play cricket for Zimbabwe many, many years ago. I was in a country that I felt was being run by a dictator. And I did a little political protest, which resulted in me having to leave with my life under threat. I ended up living in the UK, settling there, and of course, married an Australian, hence the reason I'm here in Adelaide. In any case, that song, I guess, speaks to any oppressed people, any group of people that feel like their voice isn't being heard, and sometimes it leads to revolution, sometimes it leads to subjugation. Anyway, still have a great affinity for Zimbabwe. I obviously don't live there anymore, but it has a special place in my heart. Kay, Jeff, and Nisha. Nisha, I may know Nisha. I'm not sure, I may. Hello, Nisha, if it's the Nisha I'm thinking of. Hello to you all of you. Kay, Jeff, and Nisha. Now, I did mention that I grew up in Zimbabwe. Well, let me just see. 3 more songs. And one of these has an African flavor to it. It's a song, Nkosi Sikelela. Now, some of you may not know that I released an album last year. I'm really rubbish at promoting myself. I really am. Anyway, I released an album called Henry Olonga Goes Classical. And this was on that album. You can listen to it on Spotify, or I think it's on my YouTube channel. Or it's somewhere there. Just... you'll find it. Anyway, Nkosi Sikelela, I teamed up with a man called Andrew Baird, and Andrew Baird is also the man who arranged Angels Brought Me Here. So that'll be out soon. I don't know when, but it'll be out soon. And he arranged this. So this is for all my African friends, all my African associates, anyone who loves Africa. It used to be the Zimbabwe national anthem way back in the 80s and sort of early 90s, and then South Africa got independence, and they kind of wrestled it back. So we've got our own national anthem now. But this is, to many people who grew up in Zimbabwe like I did in the 80s, the song that really resonates still to this day as being an anthem of not only our country, but also of the whole continent. It's a song that means God bless Africa. I'm pretty sure that most of the people listening here, if you're Caucasian, you will not understand a single word of what I'm singing, but I thought I'd tell you what the inherent meaning is. God bless Africa. Nkosi Sikeleli Afrika malupakanyisu tunowayo izwa imitandazo yetu Nkosi Sikeleli sappalaio così sigelela. So that's for my African friends. Right, we've got an Emma. I know a few Emmas, but hello Emma, whoever you are. Maybe Emma, my friend in the Navy. If it is you, hello Emma. Trina, hello Trina. That might be my tennis buddy's wife. Hello Trina. I think you're the only Trina I know. Brian and Guy. So Trina and Guy, good to see you guys. I'll see you on Monday. So I'm not getting any comments. I'm just getting names. So I'm saying hello to everyone. I assume you guys are writing comments somewhere, maybe under the event. I don't know. I can't see it. I don't have a screen here. So I've got the lovely Kathy with a C, spelt with a C, who's running around. She's the gopher, and she's writing names down. So thank you all for tuning in. By the way, we have Kathy behind the computer screen who's doing the media work, so thank you to her. We've also got Trent behind the camera, so thank you to him. They're part of the crew here. And of course, we've got Sean, who's the sound man and who's making me sound professional. I usually sound rubbish, but Sean is making me sound amazing tonight. So thank you, Sean. And thank you again to the City of Marion for putting this on and inviting me. I have 2 more songs. I'm sorry. I would love to sing as many songs as I can for you tonight, but there is sort of a time limit, and I think I've already gone over. I told you, I warned you that would happen. But I've got 2 very special songs left, and they kind of, they're on the sort of soppy side of music. They kind of, I don't want to say that they're kind of gentle and soft, because they aren't. My last song is a little more powerful, but this song is a song that Josh Groban, my hero in this genre, sings, and it's Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It was introduced to me last year because I seem to have this amazing relationship with various councils around Adelaide. They keep asking me to sing for them. So it was this year actually, earlier this year, just before the Tour Down Under, and I had a wonderful privilege of singing to the cyclists before they rode off, singing the national anthem. But before that, the night before, they got me to sing. We had a street parade, and it was lovely. In any case, they asked me if I could sing this song. They had a theme running, and I'd never heard the Josh Groban's version, but I had to listen to it, and I thought it was beautiful. So for those of you who love The Wizard of Oz, have I got the right movie? Trent? Kathy? Wizard of Oz? Somewhere Over the Rainbow? Yeah? Just checking. Yes, so Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Mr. Groban, done by myself. Not as well as he does, I'm sure, but I hope you enjoy it. And by the way, I've only sung this once, so I'm a bit rusty. I hope I get everything right. You dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. And troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why? Then why can't I? Someday I'll wake and rub my eyes, and in that land beyond the skies you'll find me. I'll be a laughing daffodil and leave the silly cares that fill my mind behind me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. If birds can fly over the rainbow, why, then why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't There you go, Wizard of Oz, Wizard of Oz. One more song, one more song. So get your name for a shout out up now before it's all over. So I got one more song. The crew wanted me to let them know, give them a heads up that it's my final song. They are done for the day as well after this. They are going home and enjoying the weekend. Thank God it's Friday, guys, right? They're happy. So Yvonne, I think it's Inge? I've slaughtered that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get names pronounced right here, but I don't know how to pronounce that. So, INGE, hello. Thank you for logging in. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. I hope I got it right in one of the three. Kimberly, now Springbank Secondary College. Now, I think that's in Zimbabwe. I'm not sure. No, that's Springvale. So if Springbank Secondary College is in Australia, hello. If you're elsewhere in the world, that's fine. V, that could be my half-sister. Hello, V, if that's you. Alex, Chris, and Sophia, or maybe Sophia. I'm not sure how you'd say that, but thank you all for logging on. It's been a real thrill for me. Like I said, it's very weird. Maybe I'll ask Trent to just pan around to show how empty this place is. Can you do that, Trent? Is it possible? I know it's so obvious just to show. That is like the... you know what's going to happen is I am going to be able to tell my grandkids that I performed to no one at some point in my life. At least no one in here. But I've got the three techs here who are being so patient with me and my rubbish jokes. Anyway, my final song is the song that sort of kicked it all off for me in this nation. Some of you may know, Zimbabweans anyway, that I wrote a song with Andrew Baird and Bruce Izzard and a few others called Our Zimbabwe. So that was kind of my introduction to singing outside of school. I sung in school. I sung in various plays. I was in Oklahoma as a girl. Very embarrassing. Boys only school, of course. I was in the Gondoliers as Marco. I was in another play called Joseph in His Technicolor Dreamcoat. I was also in a play called Salad Days, then another one called Annie Get Your Gun. And finally, my final performance in high school was as Frederick in The Pirates of Penzance. So my school, Plumtree High School, was really the making of me as a singer, or at least the beginning. I was so saddened to hear that the Bate Hall burned down just recently. There were so many memories that we made and started as performers. So many people have gone on to perform well. Mark Green, shout out to him, Mark Green. George Mondera, who's now a singer. There are many of us who started on that stage, and it was so sad to hear it burnt down. Anyway, my final song kicked it off in this nation. It's a song that I sung on The Voice last year. This is the moment. On The Voice, you only sing for 1 minute. So you got to be bad to forget your words, if you know what I mean. But I've got the full version today, and I hope you enjoy it as my finale. I do have lots of songs I can sing as an encore, but there's no one here to say encore, so this is it. This is the last song. Shout out to my good friends, Anthea. Hello, Anthea. I think that's a Thermomix lady. Our good friend. Gordon, hello, Gordon. I think I know that Gordon. I think I've done some breakfast with Gordon. And Jackie. Do you say Jacqueline? 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 Jacqueline is for full. I'll just say Jackie to be precise. But I really loved this song. When you go on The Voice, they give you a couple of options for your blind audition. I don't know if I'm giving too much away here, but I was given a choice between this song and a song called Conte Partiro, Andrea Bocelli, for those people who know their classical music. And I kind of thought, I don't know, I'm not very good at Italian or whatever it is, Spanish, I'm not sure. And so I chose This Is the Moment. And it was a special song on that occasion because it was my coming of age as a singer. It was me saying, this is the moment when I leave cricket and leave that behind, and this is my moment to come on this Australian stage and show the world that maybe I can hold a note or two. And it's a beautiful song, Jekyll and Hyde. Many versions. This is mine. This is the moment. This is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play. Is here and now, today. This is the moment. This is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day. See it sparkle and shine when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I've faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for logging on. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for saying hello. What? Lots of encore comments. Please, please, please. Oh, okay. Right. Well, I'll have to look in my bag of tricks to see what I can do. Lots of encore moments. Hello, Carola? Carola? Corolla? I knew a car called Corolla once. Jillian? Hello, Corolla. Hello, Jillian. If you guys want an encore, I suppose. But one more. Don't keep it going. I really can't. Right, I have to do this. I have to get out of there, and I've got to find an encore. I hadn't planned for this. You're very kind. You're all very kind. Let me see. Can I do this one? Okay, I need a drink. Let me have a drink. Now, I've no idea why, but obviously because on The Voice, they kind of choose a certain genre for you, and once you're in that genre, you're kind of stuck in it. And I hope that tonight I've shown that, I can flirt around different genres. But one of my favorite party tricks is the song Nessun Dorma. Now, it's very hard, and it's equally hard, or even more hard, to do it after, what have I been going for, an hour? Something like that. Yeah, I told you I'd go over. But I might not get that. Basically, that's what I'm saying. I might not get the last note. If I don't, have grace for me. But you asked for an encore. Here's your encore. Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu pure, o principessa, nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che fremano d'amore e di speranza. Ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me. Il nome mio nessun saprà. No, sulla tua lo dirò. Quando la luce splenderà. Ed il mio bacio scioglierà il silenzio che ti fa mia. All'anima vincerò, and that's a wrap. Hopefully in the future I'll do that with the Adelaide Symphony Orchestra. That's a shout out to them as well. So thank you, everyone. Thank you to Trent, Sean, and Kathy in the room here. Thank you again to Richard for inviting me. Thank you, Chris Hanna, the mayor of the city of Marion. And also thank you to you all for tuning in. God bless, good night, and see you next time.